What's up, Devils? J-Dog back to answer more goddamn questions. Picking up to where the fuck we left off. I'm pre-printing questions. Go straight over those. I only got a handful left, so hopefully I don't run out. So I'm going to have to pull out the goddamn phone. Andrew Burke. Question for J-Dog. What are your favorite satanic death metal bands besides Deicide? Shit, perfect goddamn fucking show. Got the Infest Dead on. Easily this. Everything they did was gold, but specifically this, the Hellfuck and the Killing Christ. Yes, EP slash full length within like the 20 minutes, 25 minutes, something like that. 30-ish, but I don't know. Again, I've said it a million times. Rain of Blood's a fucking full length, and why the fuck ain't those, right? Those are my favorite, but then Jesus Satan was fucking great too, as well as the 7-inch. Defaced Creation was good, and that was pre-Eon, which I did like Eon as well, at least what I've heard. I've heard the first few, and I was super late to the game. It was Tommy at Redefining Darkness that came over to me. I mean, that recommended to me, and he's like, "Oh, that's guys from Defaced Creation." Like, oh, well, fuck! If it's Defaced Creation guys, I'm definitely checking that shit out. And honestly, yeah. So between Infest Dead, I would say second in command though after Deicide, Satanic Death Metal bands would be second in line would definitely be Centurion, especially the first two. I like everything by Centurion, including the very last record they did, which was like a comeback record. They were gone for several years. I'd like that too, but I mean, the demo of Purest Fire and then Corazon Chaos Gods, that is definitely the best fucking shit. But it's all good. Libar Zarzax, it's a great fucking record. Thing is, too, is when you talk about satanic death metal, it gets a little hazy too. What do you mean by satanic death metal? Like as far as who not in there? For example, like to me, Sinister isn't satanic death metal. It may have some demonic elements here and there, and it's talking about diabolical summoning shit like that. You know what I'm saying? And cross the sticks. And there's infernal elements, but I wouldn't consider that satanic death metal. And again, if someone did, I wouldn't be like, "What a fucking idiot!" It's on the cusp. I get it. That's what I mean. So it depends on how you define it. Would you consider Morbid Angel satanic death metal? Because yeah, when it first started off, pretty much it was all mostly about Satanism, you know what I mean? And then they definitely on like less of a sick, trailing away. Um, if you consider that, then the Ultras of Madness down, Abominations, Thy Kingdom Come demo, I would definitely say that would probably be even before Centurion, Deicide first, and that early Morbid Angel shit. But I almost just hesitate to say Morbid Angel's a satanic death metal band, just because, again, I don't know, just because where they went, fucking, even stuff like Domination, which is decent, that's not satanic death metal. I don't think it's a terrible album. It's not overly awesome, but then the last fucking two, Heretic and shit, and it's just Domination, that's not satanic death metal. So you know what I'm saying? So it's like, would you consider that satanic death metal band? I guess satanic death metal albums. Do you consider Incantation a satanic death metal band? You know what I'm saying? So it gets a little hazy there. But I guess I kind of cleared my faves regardless. So JBWH9, J-Dog, what's your favorite SpongeBob SquarePants episode? I turned that off purposely because I kind of fucking thought that was funny. Is that, no, I don't know if that's a joke question or a serious one. And I can honestly say, I don't know when that show started, but when I first saw it, I was probably like a teen. I didn't see it. I walked in on it. I'm probably 15 or 16 because I'm 8 years older than my sister, and my sister was watching it. So you figure when I'm 8, when she's 8 years old, I'm 16. Yeah, so if she was probably about 7, 8 years old watching it. She's like, what is this dumbass fucking shit? And the more I was kind of around it, growing up and seeing nieces and nephews and shit or who watch it, the generation, from what I've seen of other stuff, because there could be something prior, but it's just, I guess since it was the biggest show, I can honestly say, in my personal opinion, that is the fucking show that completely started this goddamn just complete stupidity wimpification of the nation. Because, dude, that's just like sissy little, like, dude, 5-year-old J-Dog would have been like, what is this fucking gay ass shit? Where's the X-Men? Where's Batman? Where's fucking the Incredible Hulk? Where's the Terminator? He-Man? Where's the man shit, brah? This is pussy shit. What do I want to look at? A goddamn square fucking little blob where you can't even, I don't even know if it's a fucking boy or a fucking goddamn girl based on his fucking voice. It just did. It represents that goddamn sissy ass fucking, just that sissy ass fucking wimpy society. That's kind of where it started with the kids watching that shit. And you kind of noticed that the generation was at 90s, the little kids growing up, like the 4-year-olds, 5-year-olds, no, it would have been that early 2000s, late 90s, early 2000s. So yeah, those kids are like 25 now. Yeah, right on time. 25 and down. There's exceptions to the rule, goddammit. Biggest fucking bunch of fucking pussies you'll ever fucking meet. You ever notice that shit, Brown Rice? I sure as fuck did. Look what they grew up on. Dog grew up on fucking Predator, X-Men, He-Man, Ninja Turtles. Dude, they butchered the fucking piss out of that shit, too. What was with that terrible fucking Ninja Turtles fucking shit they put out in the 2000s? They look like claymation, and Splinter's fucking 12 feet tall. He's doing like backflips and all this fucking shit. Like, what the fuck is going on? I was like, dude, the fucking late 80s, early 90s, because I think it came out like about, 88 shows officially, and then it ran in about 93 or so. That's the shit I grew up on. Dude, that's where it was at. That shit was badass. Did you see the fucking Shredder in there? He looks rough and fucking tough, especially in those first two movies. He looked badass as a mofo. I mean, especially for like, you're talking, that's for 5-year-old kids and shit. No wonder people grew up tougher. You know what I'm saying? I mean, again, and then go look at what's on now, dude. Dude, I remember fucking being around the kiddo shit, 10 years ago. What is that fucking Uncle Grandpa? Who the fuck? Like, dude, no wonder fucking dudes want to hack their dicks off and shit watching that crap. Like, what is even going on? Like, why would you even want to watch that? I'm like, this is the dumbest, biggest fucking bunch of pink panty wearing fucking sissy ass shit I've ever fucking seen in my goddamn life. But yeah, SpongeBob SquarePants, that's when it fucking all goddamn started. So, and I know there's some guys going, dude, SpongeBob's the fucking shit. It's funny. What was funny about it, dude? And I have seen a full episode, full disclosure, and it's because took the kids or whatever. I even saw the goddamn movie. Sat through the movie. Talk about a tough watch. It's not so because it's so fucking overly bad. There's a tough watch just because you're like, dude, I just feel like I'm getting my goddamn fucking fingernails painted pink right now watching this shit. But all the kids are in their 8 years, yeah. And they're like, well, but they're 8, J-Dog. You should be tougher than that getting them. That's why when they're fucking 25, they're total fucking pussies. The dog was watching much tougher shit than that at 8 years old. And again, it's not because the dog's so fucking cool. All my brothers were too. Everybody I knew, my cousins, everybody else around, people in school. I mean, granted, a lot of kids in school were pussies too. Not as big as pussies if I could watch SpongeBob. They're at least watching goddamn Ninja Turtles and shit. Real shit. So yeah, SpongeBob, that's fucking, yeah, that's the beginning of the wimpification of the nation. That's where I think it's fucking started. At least for getting in the kids' heads. Let's just get them into pussy shit, brah's pussy. But yeah, I've heard other people like the younger people, like I think even like my sister said it because that's her generation. Oh, it's so funny. What's funny about it? Like The Simpsons was fucking funny. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm talking about for like a cartoon. What was funny? Like I didn't crack a smile. And again, I haven't seen every episode up left, every single episode by any stretch. But I seen the goddamn movie, and I did walk in on some episodes. I don't even know if I've seen a full episode, but I've seen enough goddamn parts, and I didn't crack a goddamn smile. So what's funny about it? I'm like, this is dumb, flat out fucking dumb. Uncle Grandpa was worse though. I'll give it that, goddamn it. But again, it was just a progression down. I can only imagine what's the brand new. It's out now and it's hot, brahs. 2023 show for kids, for 5-year-olds, 6-year-olds, 7-year-olds. What's the hot show that came out last year, this year? I guarantee it's fucked up shit. They ain't growing up listening to No Fast Dad. I can tell you that right now, Ross. Guarantee they ain't. Feel bad for them. Oh well, their problem, not mine, I guess, right? Zebra Man, what kind of poserino would pay to send in his girly journal entry to the What's Heavier Than Pantera guy? Same fucking goddamn poserino that's watching the fucking What's Heavier Than Pantera guy. Probably grew up watching SpongeBob SquarePants, brah. Shut your bitch ass up. Tape on that mouth shut. I mean, you're ripping on the guy you're watching, but you're watching him in comedies. Shut the fuck up, brah. And your username ID blows fucking dick too. Speed Metal Comics. God damn, this is a fucking essay. Why the fuck did I print this off? There's a question mark. I see some man shit in there. That's why. Question for you, J Dog. This is Jesse from Assimilation. Oh, this is why I printed it out too. The Simulation Witches Hammer. Check out that goddamn simulation I did the review on, bras. With my comic page business. So he's got two pages. He's got a metal business. He's got a comic. I didn't know that. I've heard you bring up X-Men a few times. Yeah, the real shit, bras. That's what fucking men grew up on, goddammit. And prior to me, prior to the Dogs era, you grew up kind of like early 80s, 70s. You grew up on fucking He-Man. And if you're kind of like my dad's age, the men of men, you didn't have a fucking TV. You're out fucking baling hay and shucking corn, working in the fields and skinning deer. You know, it's got progressively fucking wimpier. And I bring up X-Men a few times, action figures, comics, and then the last vid mentioned Genosha and the collars. So you obviously know your shit at least a bit. Up to like, I would say I know it really well. I mean, granted, my memory might be a little hazy, but as far as at least in the X-Men world, again, they butchered the fucking shit out of that too, bras. I saw some 2000s versions, which X-Men gets a little more of a pass, and I generally like it, but goddamn, the fucking drawings look like dog shit. There's the one that came out in the 2000s. The storylines were decent. Wolverine and the X-Men, but the cream of the crop, the good shit, is the 90s when it came out in, 90, 91, and only ran for 5 years because everybody sucks a fucking dick, and, you know, they're not in the good shit. They hung it up because SpongeBob was taking over. So I know that series really well, and then the comics from, you're probably, say, around the year 97 down to when it started in the 60s. Not because I was around the 60s, but because I was collecting like a motherfucker. I actually wish, but I kind of like, money was a little bit more tight. I sold all my comics. I had a shitload of them. I wish I never sold them. And if I had more time, I'd be into fucking going through them again. And my whole thing is, I don't have time to go through them, but I look at it again, kind of like with my model collection, is when I retire and shit like that. And assuming I make it to my 60s or 70s and shit, I don't want to be that bored guy drinking fucking Budweiser on the porch. I actually kind of want to have hobbies. So, going to the metal collection, reading up on comics and shit like that, that'd be cool. Because my favorite series was the Wolverine series. I don't know if it still goes on or not. I had all the issue. By the time I stopped because metal became a priority. Going to shows, it was around age 13. Yeah, it was 13. Started going to shows, and that's when buying season. I couldn't do both. You know what I mean? Couldn't afford both, so you had to pick or choose one. So, what issue were they on? I think they were on like Wolverine 152 or something like that. Because I remember issue 150, and that was right around the newest, and that's when I stopped. And I had all of them from issue 1. I remember number 10 was like the first battle with Sabretooth. That was really fucking cool. I had to pay a pretty penny for that one. Anyways, I owned all those, and then there was the two X-Men. There was the Uncanny X-Men and X-Men. The first one, I think maybe it was the Uncanny X-Men. That was when it started in the 60s. I didn't have all those, obviously. I had a shitload. And then the other one that started in, I think, the 80s. I didn't have all those either, but a shitload of those. And then I had a bunch of Punisher as well. Now, all this other dumb shit that they're doing, like Avengers 12, and there's Black Wolf and Night Wolf and fucking Ant-Man. I didn't even know what the fuck those characters are. That's like, what is this shit? And I didn't follow everything Marvel did, but I knew Fantastic Fours and shit like that. For fuck's sakes. Some of this new stuff that comes in, I was like, oh, and I collect Cable series. We got Character Cable and X-Force. Those I collected too, and I had a shitload of. I think I had every Cable. And then when they did Gambit series too, that was new. I remember when it came out, I had each one up to there, but they were only on like 20 issues or some shit by the time I was done because it was a new thing that they started. I had all those as well. So yeah, I was pretty fucking into it. So my knowledge might be a little bit hazy from what I remember and don't remember, but you figure 97, 98-ish down, I would know the storyline's pretty good. And I'd fucking say this too, because Hollywood, they're a bunch of fucking idiots over there, right? They They want to make money on the comic series and shit. Like, just hit up the fucking dog. Dog would go through, you know, do this series. For example, what they should fucking do, they kind of did it with the second Venom that came out. They introduced Carnage, right? Maxim Carnage. There was the Maxim Carnage series. Way before that movie came out, I've been saying for years. Instead of bringing in fucking Uncle Ben again, getting shot for the 20th time, because we don't know what happened there. They keep making Spider-Man do the same. What are these dumbasses fucking doing? You don't need Green Goblin 17 fucking times. There's tons of other awesome characters and storylines. I was like, just fuck you're changing it up. Take from beginning to end the storyline series, a Maximum Carnage series, and put that into a goddamn movie. And make Spider-Man look fucking tough, too. I don't want to see no fucking 12-year-old that grew up watching SpongeBob. That shit. That mofo grew up fucking watching goddamn Uncle Grandpa. Had to have. There's no way that dude has fucking hair in his dick. That's who's playing Spidey. Get someone again. Toby Maguire, was that his fucking name? By no stretch of the definition was rough and tough. But holy fuck. He looked manly as fuck compared to this last fucking pussy boy they got this homecoming shit. They refused to go see it. He looked so fucking bad. I can't wait to see no Spidey with this fucking this pussy boy. Fucking Lindsay could kick this dude's ass. And they ain't convincing me of Spidey. So yeah, contact the goddamn dog. Where the fuck they leave off? Do you know shit? Like, X-Men was my favorite thing when I was a kid. Same here, brah. X-Men, like I said, Cable, X-Force, Predator, Terminator. Yeah, that was the shit I was into growing up. Yep. Sylvester Stallone movies. Man shit. Even before I really got into music, yep. Same here. That show was the tits. It was tits, all right, goddamn. Shit, even the goddamn fucking female characters in there were fucking hot. They knew it was fucking up. Along with the Spider-Man and Batman shows from the 90s. You got that right, too. Batman from the 90s, too. Remember that with the square jaws and goddamn fucking Croc? What was his name? Yeah, the guy in the sewer, the crocodile guy. Ring Hollywood. Tell them to call up the dog. They'll be forking over millions in no time. Just give me 10 grand. I'll be happy, too. That's the shit. That's going out to dinner money for them. And I'll give you all kinds of ideas. Get a fucking Batman. I'll give you a good goddamn storyline from the comics or /90s cartoon, which was badass. I even got the box set of that in case you happen to give a flying fuck on the 90s Batman. But I think his name was Croc, right? It's been a while since I've seen it. Quite a while. They never used him in the movies. Badass Samofo. Do we need Penguin for the Do we need Joker for the 17th fucking time? And quite fucking frankly, you ain't gonna top Nicholson anyways. You know what I mean? I mean, don't get me wrong, that fucking guy that whatever the hell killed himself, whatever the fuck it was years ago. He didn't kill himself, whatever the story was. Heard about it briefly and I didn't care. That one was good too, Dark Knight, and I thought he did a good job. But come on, brah. Nicholson is where it's at. I'm glad you're dead. Use that line quite a bit in my life. Actually, I don't get to use it as often as I'd like to. But yeah, the 90s Batman. Yeah, it was great. The Spider-Man one, I didn't know as well. I tell you where some sissification came in too, started kicking in. I remember it being right around the time this was starting to creep in. Still more man than the goddamn SpongeBob. I mean, just come on, that tells you everything you need to know just by the name. What was it called? It came on right after X-Men. I'm like, what is this dumb shit? Dog knew at 7, man. Turned it off every time. The Tick. What is this shit? Shit sucks dick. The Tick sucks dick. That's when it started kicking in. Anyways, fucking let me fix these goddamn essays. I got into buying comic collections during the pandemic. Oh, you're late to the game. Oh, by buying collections. Yeah, I can see people. Actually, yeah. The thing is, I thought maybe prices would go up during the pandemic because people were in reading shit. And I usually end up buying off metalheads locally. Do you have a big comic collection? I did. Like I said, I wish I still did. Or did you collect back in the day? Just back in the day. I do collect tapes and vinyl, mostly tapes, as all my vinyl players keep breaking, but also collect action figures and comics. Yeah, I mean, I had a ton of action figures as a kid and got rid of those too. But again, they're cool as fuck. It's just, but yeah, I mean, I think they're cool. Do you think that is a common thread for metalheads being collectors? Also, fuck all these new Pansy Cast comics. Oh, I haven't seen any new ones, but dude, I can imagine it's a bunch of fucking SpongeBob SquarePants fucking watching fools. TV shows and movies, I bet they will ruin X-Men. Yep, I bet they will too when they eventually do it and change people's skin colors. Yeah, imagine the Wolverine, it's a black guy now, which nothing against black dudes. Don't come over here saying anything stupid as fuck. It's just put it in the goddamn thing. He's fucking white. For example, if they do another Blade, yeah, you need a black guy. The guy was black, the character. By the way, I liked those movies too. No, I liked all three. Got the box set too. The Blade trilogy. Snipes, can't go wrong with goddamn Snipes. Well, I guess you kind of can because he does have some stinkers. I'm not saying every movie he's done is gold. Not even goddamn close. But that Demolition Man, Passenger 57. He had some good ass fucking movies. But those Blades are fucking awesome. But yeah, I'm sure they fucked it up. Which retarded as X-Men is literally the most inclusive team put together with people from every race already represented. Yeah, no, it's like they don't need to do that. I mean, you got Storm, she was black. You had some Asians, whites, you had all across. Wolverine's Canadian. I mean, across the board. I mean, so maybe they won't fuck it up for that reason because everybody's already a little bit covered. But you never know with these goddamn wimps nowadays. I will say this: I'm looking forward from what I don't know if it's definitely happened, but I think it is. I've heard spoofs and shit like that. I don't think I've seen it as well. There's going to be another Deadpool, and Wolverine's going to be in it. It's actually played by Hugh Jackman. So if that's the case, like for example, I'll go to the theater for that. That is something I will because I think the last movie I went to the theater for was Venom 2. I love going to the theater. It's just got to be shit that I want to see, something good. Next thing, actually, and it's shit, actually, I might be seeing it by the time this goes up because I know it's coming out in a week or two. I want to go see is the Equalizer 3. I want to go to the theater of that. Saw the first two in theater. I think Lindsay and I went and saw the second one in theater together. I can't remember if the first one was out. We might have gone and seen it in the theater too. I can't remember. We might not have been together at that time because the first one's been quite some time. Nonetheless, I know I definitely saw both in theater. We definitely went together, saw the second one, and we both liked them. And I honestly, there's a ton of Denzel Washington movies I haven't seen, but I gotta say, every movie I've seen that guy in is like great. I mean, Training Day is fucking phenomenal. If you've never seen that movie, that's a fucking killer movie for you right there. At least I thought so. Everything I've seen with that guy, I've thoroughly enjoyed. Again, he's got this, and that. And stuff. I didn't say I've seen everything. And I'm sure he does have some turds. Fucking even Sly and goddamn Arnie have fucking some turds. I've never seen an actor that I like everything by, but so far with Denzel, everything I have seen, I liked. And quite a bit, actually. So, the only good shows are The Boys, Invincible, and Peacemaker. I'm unaware of all those. I will say there's newer shit that I liked. I did thoroughly enjoy that Netflix Punisher series. Both season 1 and season 2. I probably even liked season 2 even a little bit more, but both were extremely good. I liked the Daredevil seasons too, especially the second season when they brought the Punisher in. Thought those were really, really good. And of course, since I liked them so much, they got rid of them. So that's the way it goes. They probably did a fucking goddamn SpongeBob fucking series. Check out Peacemaker if you haven't. It's got Cena, assuming you mean John Cena, as the lead, and he is a fucking juice to the gills. He is fucking juice to the gills. He's been juice to the gills, bro. Hell yeah, that's the way it fucking should be, goddamn it. I don't want to see, again, what do you want to see, fucking Spidey? And again, if you get some guy, I'm all natural, unless you got fucking superior fucking goddamn genetics, he's gonna look kind of like a fucking puss. I want to see juice to the gills, back like in the old Arnie days, Conan the Barbarian and Terminator and shit. You know what I'm saying? The Rock, juice to the gills. It looks fucking awesome. I don't want to see him when he was in between roles in fucking WWE playing action movies when he looked like a fucking pussy. Yeah, that's what he looked like when he was natural. Juice to the gills is what I want to fucking see. Good to see action heroes back in action whenever we can. Cheers. Yeah, it's few and far in between, but there's some shit every now and again that comes out. And again, the only thing I know of coming up is that Equalizer. I will definitely go to the theater for that. Heard about the Deadpool. I don't even know if that's goddamn true. And then the last movie I watched, I think it was the last one. It wasn't a theater I didn't go, and I liked it. Didn't love it. No, he hated it, which I get, but I like the characters so much, and he's comparing it to the first two constantly, which I get, but it's like, yeah, I kind of like just that they're keeping the character alive. Is the Prey movie, which was pre-Predator. I get it, the Predator didn't look as cool, but the idea was it was hundreds of years before. I enjoyed it. I mean, again, is it fucking Predator 1 or 2? Not even fucking close. That's like, I liked it as much as, like, for example, the new Cannibal comes out. I'm probably like, oh, yeah, I liked it. I was entertained. But is it Tomb the Mutilated? No. I mean, it's just no. I mean, I'm not kind of holding it to that regard. You know what I'm saying? If you compare everything, like it ain't no Tombs, it sucks. Well, just because it ain't Tombs doesn't mean it fucking sucks. It just means enjoy it for what it is. Now, if it's AVP number one, that was a complete blows chunks, chuck that in the fucking trash, goddamn fucking turd bomb. Did like AVP two. I did enjoy the second one. Some of the teeny bopper crap, fucking high school problem shit, could have gone away with. Although the fact that everybody died in it, that made up for it, or at least almost everybody but like four people. That kind of made up for it. So as a whole, I liked every single Predator type movie except the first AVP. That was Predators are all CGI'd and looked like a goddamn dog shit PlayStation game. He's tag teaming with the humans. So, buddy, fucking come on in, Hogan. Fucking your turn. Teaming up on that. This fucking sucks shit. That was PG-13. I mean, it just was all around goddamn fucking bad. So, but I think Prey was the last thing I watched. But again, that was just a Netflix thing. Yeah, not too much shit, but I am pretty always pumped when something went up. Like finally, a movie the dog cares about fucking seeing. It ain't often. It's like once every 18 months at fucking best. So yeah, that's what we got. Come squish the energy of the video. But the God's in the morning. Later, goddammit.